Hello, this is Priscilla, and welcome to the Conversational Hour. In this hour, we will discuss police officers arrest a coconut. For those of you who are new to Verbling, I want to thank you for participating and attending my session. I hope that you will enjoy the session. I hope that you will also choose to follow me. And at the end of this session, if you have questions, please be sure to send me a personal note using the Verbling links, and I will respond to you within 6 to 12 hours. With that said, we will start our lesson today, and it will be with my reading, Police Officers Arrest Coconuts. Police officers arrest coconut. Police officers in the Maldives have arrested a coconut. It had Arabic writing on it. It was a surah, a verse from the Quran, and local people got worried about it. They said it was full of black magic and that someone was using it to try and change the results of an election. Police took the coconut to a local police station because it was a suspicious fruit. They thought the small fruit might affect how people voted in Saturday's national election. People on the island of Gurahu believe black magic can stop voters from voting or make them vote for someone else. Christian, I think you are here in class. How are you this
Hi,
evening?
Priscilla.
Hello, how are
Fine,
you? Great,
fine.
great.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm glad that you are here. Now, if you would, I'd like to hear you read once you get settled. Would you start reading at police officers
Okay.
whenever you're ready?
Police officers in the Maldives have arrested a coconut. It had Arabic writing on it. It was a surah, a verse from the Quran, and local people got worried about it. They said it was full of black magic and that someone was using it to try and change the result of an election.
Okay. Now let's take a look at this first word that is highlighted in yellow. That
Yeah,
word is arrested.
arrest,
Arrested.
arrested.
Great. And the next word that is highlighted is worried. Worried.
Worried,
hmm
worried,
Worried.
worried.
Great. Now, after you look at those words, is there anything in that section that you had a challenge with? Do you understand what you read?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Can you summarize for me what you read? Can you summarize?
the the some police officers in the Maldives
Mm-hmm.
arrested a coconut because they thought it was some kind of terrorist for say something and was trying to change the result of an election.
Okay, so they thought of it as being black magic, maybe?
Yeah,
Okay, great. Hello, Carlos. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us. Carlos, would you please read here? Police took the coconut to a local police station. Could you read that
Sure.
for us? Thank you.
Uh, Police took the coconut to a local police station because it was suspicious fruit. They thought the small fruit might affect how people voted in Saturday's national election.
Mm-hmm.
People on the island of Guradu believe black magic can stop voters from voting or make them vote for someone else.
Okay, good. Did you understand everything that you just read, Carlos?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Could you summarize for me what you just read? Could you?
Okay, I think the police and the local police,
Mm-hmm.
take a rest of kind of fruit,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm
That's
not
good.
sure if
Yeah,
the person.
it was a coconut. No, the coconut is a piece of fruit from the tree. It is a coconut from the tree.
Gets a coconut.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's about the gist of it. The police arrested a coconut because they thought it was a suspicious fruit, and they also felt that it might affect the way the people would vote in the next day's national election.
Election.
Okay, Asma, how are you? Unmute your microphone, please,
Yeah,
Asma.
I'm
Hi.
fine. I'm fine,
Great,
teacher.
great.
How are you
I'm
today?
doing wonderful, wonderful. Could
Good.
you read for me, Asma?
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
Okay, you're gonna read here. Oops. Well, let me find it back. Okay. Okay. Read for
mhm,
us, Asma.
okay. Police Turkey.
Continue.
Okay. The police contacted Rokia
Oh,
good.
sorry. I'm sorry, it went away.
No
Uh,
problem.
okay, I was trying to get my arrow. Let me pull this down so I can get my arrow down. Here.
Mhm, okay.
All right, now you may read. Read for me, Asma.
The
You're.
police contacted. Mhm.
Mhm.
The police contacted Rokia, a good magician, who decided the coconut was a fake and contained no black magic. A police official said it seems like it was a joke, just a prank, so that people will become aware, understand the message, and not do it again.
Okay. These words, Asma, magician, magician,
Magician.
mhm,
Mhm.
and this word is become,
Become.
become,
Become.
and I did not hear the T on just, just,
Just.
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 Yeah, good. Did you understand what you read?
Yeah.
Okay, can you summarize what you read for us?
Okay. The police contacted Orokia to decide if the this kind of fruit, the coconut, contain black magic, but
Hmm.
they decided that they no black magic in this fruit.
Okay, good. Now, Asma, as you're telling me the summary, I want you to always remember that I'm listening for the omission of the ums, and the excessive pauses. Can you
Mhm.
tell me in a summary what you want me to know about what
Mm,
you just read?
Okay. The police contacted Rokia
Hmm.
to decide if the coconut have black magic. Then they decided, after checking this fruit, that there are not black magic.
Okay, great. Do you see how much better that is when you eliminate the excessive
Yeah.
ums and ahs? And that is what I want you to continue to work on as we go through it. Christian, could you read for us, please?
Thank you, teacher.
Christian, could you read for us? Unmute your microphone.
I was muted. The Huffington Post website claims that black magic can have a big effect on life in the Maldives. In July, a school refused to let a voting box into the building. The teachers were worried it would make students ill. In 2012, Abdullah bin Mohammed Ibrahim, a religious leader in the Maldives, asked the government to make black magic illegal.
Okay. Did you understand what you just read?
Yes.
Okay. Could you summarize it for us?
Yeah, some website post claims that the black magic has a big effect in the Maldives, and a religious leader in the Maldives wants to make the black magic illegal.
Okay, good. Now, that word is lives. I'm not exactly sure where it is or if it's one you added to it, but they believe that black magic could have a big effect on their life. Or it could have a big effect on their lives. All right. Carlos, could you read for me?
Sure. He said it was a sin to practice black magic. He said it caused a lot of problems for many families and that it was time to do something about it. Mr. Ibrahim said black magic has become a major social issue in his country.
Okay. Did you understand what you read?
Yeah.
Could you summarize it for me?
Yeah, Mr. Ibrahim said that the black magic is becoming a big problem in Maldives, even though I personally think that black magic has a big importance in their culture.
Okay. Well, thank you for your opinion. Now we're going to look at letters A through H. And I will start with asthma. Oops. What did I do? Okay. Asthma. Can you read the first letter A? I want you to respond with a true or false, and then tell the answer to me in a complete statement. For example, police arrested a person dressed up like a coconut. This statement is true, and the police did arrest a person dressed up like a coconut, or this statement is false. The police did not arrest a person dressed up like a coconut. They arrested something. I want you to try to get a complete sentence together. Focus on the elimination of ums, ahs, ands. You may begin.
Okay. Police arrested a person dressed up like a coconut. False. Police arrested a coconut.
Okay, great. And you did not have any excessive ums, ahs, and ands. Christian, could you read the same? I mean, not the same, but B, and concentrate on eliminating the ums, ahs, ands, and ers?
Okay. Someone tried to use a coconut to change the result of an election. That sentence is false because the coconut was fake.
Okay, the coconut was fake. I don't think the coconut was fake,
the magic in the coconut was fake.
Okay, the magic was fake. Okay, good. Let's go with asthma. Did that one. Christian did this one. And now we will go to Carlos. Carlos, would you do C? Carlos, would you do C?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you're ready.
Someone wrote something on coconut in English. The statement is false. because there's something inscription in some inscriptions in coconut, but it was written in Arabic.
Very good. Asma?
A good magician said the coconut contained no black magic. True.
Okay. Now, Asma, is that a complete sentence?
Okay. A good magician said the coconut contained no black magic.
Okay. Christian?
A website said black magic affected life in the Maldives. That sentence is true because the Huffington Post
Mm-hmm.
published a post about how black magic affect the lives in the Maldives.
The life. The
The
life.
life.
Hmm.
Correct.
Okay. Christian, Carlos?
Um, in 2012, a voting box in a school made students ill. Statement is false because the students did not uh, at the time all the teachers refused voting and the building because they are only worried about the box.
Mm-hmm. Asma?
Okay. A religious leader asked the government to make black magic illegal. True. A religion leader demanded to the government to make black magic illegal.
Good. Christian?
The leader said black magic wasn't such a big problem in his country. That sentence is false because the leader said the black magic is a big problem and he wanted to make the black magic illegal.
Very good. Now we're going to take a look at the words, the vocabulary that was in the story that we just read. Now, if there are words here that you don't know before we go too much further, I need to make sure that you understand these words. The first thing that I want each of you to do is to say these words as quickly as you can. And the reason I want you to say them as quickly as you can is because I want you to recognize them immediately as being associated with the story. I will listen for the way that you are enunciating each of the words and the sounds, but I want you to say them very quickly and as clearly as possible. And I will do it first, and I will start with my direction, and we will all have different directions to go with the words. I'm going to go with the direction of across, stopping with fruit, then magic, teachers, etc. Police officers arrest coconut results election, fruit, magic, voting, prank, messages, website, teachers, sends, problem, social issue, island, religious leader, and coconut. All right, so I want you to say these words as quickly as you can. And I will start with asthma. Asthma, I'd like for you to read the bottom row first, then go to the top row, and then the middle row. All right, whenever you're ready, you may start.
Means bottom and top, and after that middle.
Yes, I want you to go all the way at the bottom, then all the way at the top, and then the middle row. Okay?
Okay. Since problems, social issues, island religious leader, coconut. Police officers arrest coconut results election fraud, magic, voting, prank, message, website, teachers.
Okay, the last one. Police officers.
I said.
Okay, did you do magic, voting, prank?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Did you do sins, problems, social issue, islands, religious leader?
Yeah, first one on the bottom, and after
Okay.
that I
Okay.
put on the top, and after that, then in the middle.
Okay. Could you do it again for me? Starting with
Mm,
sins.
okay. Sense problems, social issue, island, religious leader, coconut,
Now the police officers.
police officers, arrest, coconut, results, election, fraud, magic, voting, prank, message, website, teachers.
Great. Okay. Now, Carlos, could you read all of the words, but I want you to read them in reverse. I want you to start with fruit. Well, I want you to start with fruit first. Well, my little arrows won't work for me. I want you to start with fruit and go all the way across, then magic to teachers, and then coconut to sins. All right? Whenever you're ready, as quickly as you can.
Okay. Fruit election results, coconut arrest, police officers, magic, voting, prank, messenger, website, teachers, coconut, religious leader, island, social issue, problem, scenes.
Very good. And I like the rate at which you read them. So you didn't have time to think, you just spoke what you saw. Great, fantastic. All right. Let's see. Christian, can you read each column? You will start with this column first, and then this column, and then this column until you get to the end. You may
Top
start.
to bottom.
Top to bottom.
Okay. Police officer, magic, scenes, arrest, voting, problems, coconut, prank, social issue, results, message, island, election, website, religious leader, fruit, teachers, coconut.
Very good. I don't know that I heard the T on fruit, but I think you,
Fruit.
yeah, good. Very nicely done. Thank you.
Okay.
And are you all understanding these words that you just read? Is there a word that you don't know?
Teacher, what means prank?
Prank means to do something like a joke. In school, sometimes the boys will pull the girl's ponytail, or they will put something in the teacher's chair. It's just being
Yeah.
mischievous. A prank is being mischievous. All right?
Oh, thank
So everyone understand these words, I'm believing. So now we're going to do a story with these words ourselves. We're going to use these words and create a story. It can be the story that we just read or a combination of the story that we just read. But either way, I want you to use all of the words. Control C. And I will do it first so you get the idea of how it should be done. Okay, so I'm going to do it first. Priscilla will do it first. This story is about the police officers that arrested a coconut. The coconut was arrested as a result of people thinking that the coconut would deter the people from doing what they needed to do in the election. That created a problem, and the officials actually arrested the fruit. They thought that if they sent people to a website and they had teachers teaching the children what they should be taught in class, they wouldn't worry about pranks such as a coconut causing some mishap. The social issues that were brought up about the coconut included magic and sins against the people when they exercised their right to vote. The message that I received from the coconut was written in Arabic, but coconuts are really found on an island. A religious leader looked at the coconut and said it was the information or the belief that it could cause harm was fake. All right, that's my made-up story, and I want each of you to make up a story. It doesn't have to make sense. I just want to see if you can use the words appropriately. So we'll go with Carlos first, then we will go with Christian, And then we will go with asthma. All right, Carlos, you're up. Whenever you're ready, you may start.
Okay, let's try. So that story's about a religious leader that was arrested by a police officer for trying to throw a coconut against the teachers in front of the school, and he he was used to throw fruit against people, so they was considered a madman. He always caused problems and social issues in the city. The authorities always think that this guy is making pranks and putting a voting to run to send this guy away from the city. And the results of the elections will show in the website of the city. And finally, the guy will get arrested and sent for the faraway island.
Okay, even if these words are still there, use them until they're gone.
Yeah. to pray for your sins, and they make a footage of message that for people doesn't not follow his examples, because he he was magic.
Okay, that's good. You did great. That's fine. That's good. That's good. That warrants you I could give you a coconut, but I'll give you a trophy for that. Okay, Carlos. Nice job. All right, Christian, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, this is a story I read in a website about some police officers that arrested a religious leader because he wanted to use a coconut, a magic coconut, to change the result of an election. He wanted to influence the votings because he thinking that the problems and the social issues of his country were the result of the sins of the people living in the island where he lives. The teachers of the island said that all the measures that the religious leader was giving was a prank, that he wasn't a magician, he was just talking and didn't do the things. And they stated that the coconuts are just a fruit and they cannot affect the votings and the elections.
Okay, so that wasn't too hard. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for that. And now let us hear from Asma.
Okay.
You can do it, Asma.
Yeah, I will try. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Um, is a ridicule to hear that a police officer arrests a coconut, but the more ridicule is because the religion leader of Maldive Island failed in election results. In the election results. Hmm. Many problems of voting are happen. Maybe um, mm, okay. Um, I say coconut teacher. Mhm. Okay. Uh, one website published a message that this fruit mm, w- w- was a magic uh, or has a black magic. So many teachers say that the fail of this leader is not because uh, because the coconut, but the magic in our island is a social issue because many people try to prank and tricky people. Mm, I don't know.
Okay. Many try to do pranks with messages
hmm
that are sinful.
Yeah, I say message when I say website publish a message that
Okay.
yeah.
What about sins?
Mm, yeah, but it is sense to do any magic
Okay,
spirit.
it's a sin to do magic. Okay. Just as a reminder, even if you have said the word and I didn't check it off,
Mm-hmm.
you should continue to say the word until I eventually check it off. Okay? All
Oh,
right.
okay.
That's fine. Hey, Ruben, how are you? Hello.
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Ruben, could you quickly read for me until I ask you to stop? Starting
Sure.
with starting with police officers.
Yes, police officers in the Maldives have
Mm-hmm.
arrested a coconut. It had Arabic writing
Right.
on it.
Writing.
It
Mm-hmm.
was a surah, a verse from the Quran, and local people got worried about it. They said it was full of black magic, and that someone was using it to try to and change the results of an election. Police took the coconut at the local police station because it was a suspicious fruit. They thought the small fruit might affect how people voted in Saturday's
Mm-hmm.
national election. People on the island of Goraidohu believe black magic can stop others from voting or make them vote for someone else.
Okay, just a second.
Yep.
Continue.
The police contracted a ruqya a good magician, who decided the coconut
Okay.
was a fake
This is a magician. Magician.
magician.
Mm-hmm.
Magician who decided the coconut was a fake and contained not black magic. A police official said, "It seems like it was a joke, just a prank, so that people will become aware, understand the message, and not do it again." What is prank, teacher? Prank is
A prank is a joke.
okay.
Sometimes kids play jokes on the teacher, or girls play pranks on their boyfriend, or boys play pranks on their girlfriends. Okay?
Okay. Yes, thank you. The Huffington Post website claims that black magic can have a big effect on life in the Maldives. Maldives? In
Maldives, I think. I think it's Maldives.
Okay, Maldives. In July, a school refused to let a voting box into the building. Teachers were worried it would make students ill. In 2012, Abdullah bin Mohammed Ibrahim, a religious leader in the Maldives, asked the government to make black magic illegal. He said it was a sin to practice black magic. He said it caused a lot of problems for many families and that it was time to do something about it. Mr. Abraham said black magic has become a major social issue in this country.
Okay, did you understand what you read, Ruben?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. Can you take about 30 seconds and tell me what you read without using excessive ums, ahs, ands, and pauses?
Yes, I think so.
Okay?
I don't remember what they found. A coconut, yes.
Mhm.
Uh,
You may begin.
oh, yes. Police officers found a coconut and he thought that was cursed.
Hmm.
Oh, teacher, I don't remember what the story.
Okay,
But
well, that's okay. What we're going to do is continue. I want you to
okay.
say these words as quickly as possible. I want you to go from top to bottom, then bottom to top, top to bottom, like a zigzag.
Mm-hmm.
You may say the words as quickly as possible. I'll be listening for the clarification in your enunciation. You may begin.
Okay. Police officer, magic, sins, arrest, voting, problems, local social issue, prank, coconut, results, message, island, religious leader, website, election, fruit, teachers, coconut.
Okay, you did make the correction for the religious, so that would have been religious leader, and you did that. Now, what I'd like you to do, Ruben, is to create a story. It doesn't have to be the one that you just read. The words in the story are there. If you can't think of something, hopefully you can remember the story from just looking at the words and tell the story. You may start when you're ready.
Mm-hmm. One day, some police officers found a coconut near to an island. Mhm. They thought that was a coarse fruit. Mhm. They took the fruit to some teachers so they could study it. After that, they found in a website that the coconut could be magic, can have black magic, and take away people from the election. I mean, the fruit can change how people think or the people who they are going to vote for. Suddenly, a religious leader arrest you make some police officers to arrest someone who had uh, buried the coconut. Mhm. No, 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 no. And the priest told him that that was a sin. Mhm. The delivered by some problems or social issues. Mhm. But finally, the Vatican sent a message with the results of the coconut because they studied the coconut, and all of the result to be a prank.
Okay, very nicely done, Ruben. Thank you.
Thank you.
Trophy. All right, so everybody earned a trophy. I'm going to come back to the classroom now. And what I want to tell you is this. The reason we are reading the same story over and over again, it's about repetition. The more times you do something, the better you're going to become at remembering it. Now, this is a simple story, and most of the things that I will present will be mini stories, really small stories, because I want you to focus on speaking more so than I do on anything else. The comprehension is good, but as you can see, when we told our made-up story, it didn't really resemble the story that we read completely, but I'm convincing you, and you're convincing your brain, that you do know how to use these words. Now, why is that important? Depending upon what you do for a career, if you're ever going to be interviewed, the questions are going to change very quickly. I want you to be able to change as quickly as a different question comes to you. So that's why you get into the habit of reading up and down, straight across, top to bottom, and zigzag, because life is not just straight and clear and simple and clean cut. Neither is conversation. As a parent, you may have a child and the child is asking, may I have some bread? And the wife is asking, can you go get something from the store? So you've got to be able to hear all of this noise that is going on and still function. So I give you the opportunity to have a jumble mess and try to make some sense out of it. I want all of you to concentrate on, especially Ruben, especially Asma. I want you now to start eliminating the excessive ums, ahs, and the long pauses. And I say this to the two of you because you are constantly coming to my class, and this is the benefit of having the repetitiveness of what I do. So it doesn't matter how long it takes you to get the information out. I just need you to eliminate the ums, ahs, and the excessive pauses. And you're doing a great job, but I know that you can do much better. Are there questions about anything that I said just now, Ruben, Asma, Carlos, or Christian? Any questions? If not, I'm going to go back to the lesson and pull it up, and we will continue. All right, here's our lesson. Now I want two people. I'll start with Asma and Ruben. Asma and Ruben. We just talked about coconuts. A coconut is whatever a coconut is. So student A believes the name coconut should be changed because it isn't a nut. Student B strongly believes that that's stupid to change the name to a nut, change it from nuts because that's what we know it as. So I want you all to talk for about 1 minute about, or 30 seconds, about it is a nut or it shouldn't be a nut, whatever you feel. Okay? Whenever you're ready, you may start.
Yes. Whoever?
Yeah, okay, Ruben, you can be A. Ruben and Asma. Please start. Ruben, you're A.
Hello, Asma. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you. You know why? I think that coconut food. I think that people should change the name coconut because it's not a nut.
No, I don't think so. It is a nut, and in many countries believe that it's a nut. I don't know why when you say like
I think that should be a fruit.
me
Just a
more.
fruit has another name, for example, cocoa, just cocoa, without the nut. Because usually nuts are very little. That's why I think.
Yeah, maybe that you said is very interesting, but I'm not. I cannot believe that that will be not coconut.
Asma,
Yeah,
Asma,
yeah,
this is a good
yeah,
time. This is a good time for you to use those phrases. That's interesting. Tell me more.
yeah.
Don't forget, you want to use those phrases that you're learning so that you become comfortable with them. So say to
Yeah,
Ruben, That's interesting, Ruben. Could you tell me a little more why you think it should be whatever he said?
Yeah, could you tell me more, Ruben?
Sure. In Mexico, we don't call it coconut. We just say coco because we consider it a fruit. Because you can have water from it, you know, and you can eat the the thing that had inside. That's why I think it should stop being a nut.
Mm,
Oh, okay.
really?
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Asma. Okay, Carlos and Christian, would you both like to try? Please mute Asma and Ruben. Christian, unmute, and Carlos, unmute, and see if you, Carlos, you can be A, and you are the one that believes that the name coconut should change. Okay. And student B believes that it's stupid to change the name. Okay, on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Start your conversation now.
Chris,
Hi.
what do you think? And I agree. Read the news that the coconut. There's a country in the Asia that it really want to change the name coconut because most of people think mainly because the coconut has in the end the word nut, that a coconut is a nut. That is a stupid idea. What do you think?
Well, I think it's stupid because the people are used of the word coconut. Why would you change a word that you are used to and that is not wrong? Maybe a cocoa only could be so silly. It's stupid.
Okay, let's let's stop there. Let's stop there and take a quick look at this one before we get to the end of our class. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 people. Choose. When I use the phrase "choose your poison," has any of you ever heard that before? Choose your poison.
Yeah, or pick
Yeah.
your poison.
Poison. Choose your poison. Okay, it's choose your poison. Okay, it's a phrase, it's an idiom. Choose your poison. Choose your poison. You don't know exactly what the outcome is going to be, so you're choosing your poison, but you get to choose, like Romeo and Juliet chose their own poison. Well, in this case, roll A, roll B, roll C, roll D. I'll give you your poison. Ruben, you are going to be a coconut. Okay, so you can start reading what a coconut does. Chris,
You think?
no, don't. No, you read it to yourself. Now, Christian, you are going to be papaya. Asma,
Okay.
you are going to be a banana, and Carlos, you are going to be a pineapple. Now, there should be a conversation going on between all of you, since you know what your fruit is. So let's just say, for example, and remember to try to keep your conversation to about 10 seconds and let the person know that you're addressing them. You might say, Ruben might say, banana, you think coconuts are the best tropical fruit. Tell the others 3 reasons why. Tell them things that are wrong with their fruit. Also tell the others which is the worst of these and why. You don't have to do all of those, but Ruben, you're going to tell 3 reasons why you are the best coconut there is, and then choose maybe the pineapple and say, you have to quickly read to see what the pineapple is, but see what you can do with what you have. All right, you may start. Ruben, you can go first.
Yes. Hello guys, I'm coconut. I'm the best fruit ever. I have a good peel. I have pulp inside me, and I have water. You are the worst, especially you, papaya.
Now, papaya, defend yourself and tell us why you're the best fruit.
I am the best fruit because I am juicy. I am really juicy. I'm refreshing and I am easy to eat. You could grab a knife and cut me, and you're ready to eat me. Your coconuts are the worst because You're really hard to break.
You gotta be kidding me. If you fall from a tree, you will explode. If I fall from a tree, nothing happens. I will be okay because I have a hard peel.
Okay, now invite the banana and pineapple into the conversation,
So,
Ruben.
so
Or
do you,
Chris.
banana. If you fall, you will split out.
So what do you think about that, banana? The asthma,
No,
don't
no,
forget.
I think that I
Asthma,
think,
asthma.
yeah,
Remember what
yeah,
you can always say
yeah,
after
yeah.
you tell why you're so good. Remember what you can say. Okay, continue.
Okay. I think I am the best tropical fruit, and you know why? Because all players in tennis, in football, in any kind of sport eat banana. They don't eat coconut, coconut, for example, or papaya. So because they feel more strong, and I think I am the best tropical fruit.
Okay, now asthma, because I want you to concentrate more on the ahs, ands, and long
Yeah,
pauses.
always.
Tell us again why you are the best tropical fruit.
Mhm. Okay, I'm the best tropical fruit because many players choose to eat banana than coconut or papaya or pineapple. So why do you think players choose to eat banana? Because they give them the good health and they will be more strong and handle all the physical effort.
Mm-hmm.
So, could you tell me more about you, coconut? Coconut, yeah.
Yes, yes. As I said, I am the best. People prefer me because I refresh them. Mhm. And you can find me anywhere. Any island in the world has a coconut tree. I'm anywhere. I can be in the isolated island. I can be in most populated islands. So I'm the best. No doubts.
Don't forget the pineapple.
You
Yes,
know
pineapple.
what's the grown tropical fruit is the pineapple because it's surrounded by spikes. You grab a pineapple and you hurt your hands.
Oh, come on, guys, don't patronize me. Everyone knows that pineapple is the hands down the best tropical fruit. Hands down the best. Because all the movies you can see about the Caribbeans or the best beaches around the world will always show someone drink cocktails made inside of a pineapple. So it's it's the most fancy fruit, the most sexual fruit. It's because we are the pineapple is always in the hands of the beautiful people, and it's delicious, it's fresh. There is a lot of vitamins, and I don't know, someone could prefer banana instead of pineapples or papaya. There's a fruit only used in some countries or even in coconut because they're so tasteless.
Okay, asthma. Did you hear what he said about the Oh, he said pineapple. Oh, okay. All right, never mind. I thought you were the one. I'm coming back to the classroom now, or I'm coming back. All right, so you guys did a great job with that. And what I wanted to tell you is that when you're having a conversation, when you engage in a conversation in your own native language, you know how smoothly it goes. You don't really wait for someone else to speak, you just start speaking. Somehow you automatically know when to jump in, and that's what I want to get you to do. So you have to really come to my class a lot to see the different styles and things that I do that mirrors what we do naturally. We're not necessarily talking about a contextual piece of text that you have to learn about, which is also important. But what I think is more important is that you have the ability to speak and know how to get the words flowing out of your mouth. So I've given Asma the challenge of using certain phrases every opportunity she gets, which would be, please tell me more, or saying, oh, that's interesting. I'd like to know more about that. That gives her an opportunity to learn more about what the person is trying to tell her, even though she doesn't really know what they're talking about completely. But if you say, well, could you tell me that again? As a native English speaker, I don't want to tell you that again. But if you say, tell me more, I'm believing that you're interested in what I'm saying, you like listening to me, and I'm going to tell you more. What actually happens is, not only do I tell you more, I tell you the same thing that I just told you that you didn't understand to begin with. What I do with Ruben is try to get him to use more advanced vocabulary that is within him, but it isn't coming out as quickly as I want it to, but it is going to come. So those are the things that we're working on. Once I see that you're in my class, I make my little notes and put there, you can't really see them, but anyway, I have my little notes here. And so I've made notes about what we'll work on if you show back up in a class again. When we go, as I said before, when you look at those words, you see these words, your brain doesn't know whether you're saying cat or attack or magic or apple pie. As long as you're talking, your brain is accepting the fact that you're saying something and it believes it to be the truth. It's only when you say, oh, I made a mistake, that your brain says, yep, you're right, you made a mistake. And it reminds you again and again, like, oh, I made another mistake. Well, just don't admit or don't acknowledge that you made a mistake. Just keep going. And before you know it, you'll find that you will be improving every day. So we are at the top of the hour now, which is where we have our final word. So Ruben, could you give me your final words about the class?
Yes, teacher, I'm sorry for being late. I wasn't expecting to take the class, but I saw the class and I said, why not?
Okay, why not?
Why not? You know, I really like your classes. I hadn't been in this class before, this one, with this material, but I liked it.
Okay.
And the one that you used like to characterize some things as pineapple and coconut, that was great. Yes, it's okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Ruben. Christian, could we have final words from you today? What did you think of the class? Let's see, Ruben, are you muted? No, but we'll come back. Carlos, could you unmute your mic and give us your final word?
I would like to thank you, teacher, for the awesome class. It was totally different. A lot of classes that I did, and I must confess, it's excellent method.
Okay.
It's a really excellent class. Thank you a lot.
Thank you, Carlos, for those comments. My method is a research method that says that the class should be entertaining, it should be short and fast-paced. There's something about something that's fast-paced when you're dealing with children, unless you're trying to teach them something that's going to keep them safe. You cannot hold a child's attention very long if you're talking about something that's, one, kind of boring, two, that is too difficult for them to comprehend, and three, most learners at your age level, you worked all day, you've gone to school all day, you don't want something that's really heavy, and you want it to be a little bit light, but you want to also feel that you're learning. So even though you may not be able to apply everything, my strategies don't change that much over time no matter what it is. Usually you will have a little bit of something to read, something long enough, short enough that you can remember the entire thing and retell it in 30 seconds, which we didn't get to do tonight, but we do a lot of time talking so that you don't over talk when you are participating in the class. Thank you, Carlos. Asma, could you give us final words for today?
Yeah, thank you, teacher. Yeah, thank you for the class. Yeah, your way can help me to improve my English skills. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Asma, and of course it is my pleasure to work with you. Christian, would you like to try now and give us your final word?
Okay, sorry, my connection dropped a moment ago.
No
Thank you
problem.
for your class. It is nice to interact with another people. Thanks also to Carlos, to Asma, and to Ruben. It was nice talking to all of you.
Okay. Okay, and thank you, Christian. And technology is one of those things that we deal with. We're going to have problems with technology probably until we all die. It's just like driving a car. Our car can be brand new, but every day we drive it, if we don't take care of it, we'll have some problems. Even if we take care of it, we'll have some problems. So nothing is guaranteed except death.
Yeah, I work with IT, so
Okay?
I get this kind
So
of
you know.
all times.
Okay. Well, so that you do understand. All right, please follow me on Verbling, and when I host classes, you will see them posted. Thanks, everybody. Have a nice night.
Bye.
Hi
Bye-bye.
guys. Bye bye.